and welcome to another welcome to another live stream. I'm gonna be with you guys. Awesome. I'm just figuring these things out as I go along, figuring this whole streaming new venture out. So it's probably just a learning curve at this point in time. It's just a learning curve, and for me to kind of figure things out, what's new, what's there for me to actually store in memory and just go along. Like I said, like I always say, and this is basically what we should know. Everything in life that we do is a learning curve, and that kind of played in with the whole topic of discussion, as you can see from the title of the video. Let me just show you guys right quick. Let me just show you guys right quick. From the title of the video. So here we go. So this is how deep does the rabbit hole go? So that plays in beautifully with the title of the video. So before we go or head into anything significant, into the more juicy part of this video, guys, please do not forget to hit the notification bell for any upcoming videos heading your way, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button, the big red button, and also do not forget to throw a like. Throw a like. Easy as pie. Now it's easy as 1 to 3. Easy as A, B, C. So guys, do throw a like, and that also will, it will help with the engagement of the channel, and it will help me find viewers, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. Viewers, people to interact with, and people to build a community with, and that is what I've been saying from the first video. And I hope you see the first video, second video, third video, fourth video. I think we up to seven videos at this point. But guys, please, if you can, do share, do like this video, and do throw a comment down in the comment section below. I will always throw a comment in the live chat to engage with you guys. And if you do come across one of these videos, you guys will see some of the chats in there, kind of giving motivational encouragement for you guys to kind of form a part of this community. I'm looking for like-minded individuals, like myself. I'm out here, guys. There is people who actually do want to communicate, who do want to go deep into conversation, who do want to challenge themselves as far as what is out there, because I'm here. My name is Vincent Guardian, for those who actually wonder what's going on. So I am building a new platform with regard to conversation, with regard to how can I say, as far as venture into something new. I'm not new to YouTube, but I am. This is a new channel, which is called TalkLab. So this is a new channel that I've recently created. So for me to kind of find, like I said, like-minded individuals as myself, so that we can engage in conversation, dope, real conversations, so that we can always keep each other accountable. I mean, I do keep myself accountable for a lot of things, but at the end of the day, it's also beneficial. It's always beneficial for us to, meet new people, see what is out there, explore our curiosity, and venture into something extremely dope and challenge ourselves. That is the most important thing that we need to do, guys. And the same goes for you. If you do not meet new people, if you do not put yourself up for some new challenges, you will never know what level you might reach. There might just be, that you might just surprise yourself, and you might just be an inspiration for a whole host of other people out there. So do not be afraid to form a part of the community. Do not be afraid to form a part of my TalkLab channel. And guys, please do subscribe if you ever come across one of my videos. So with that being said, let's go into the juicy part of this video, which is, as you can see by the title of this video, how deep does the rabbit hole go? You know, as we all might understand and know, that is a famous, you know, it is a famous quote that has been out there for quite a while now, and that I kind of want to debunk because this has been on my mind for a good amount of time, as far as like what is out there to explore, and if you do start with something, how far it might take you, and if you do venture into that something that you want to start with, do you have the mental capacity to uphold the idea? Do you have the mental capacity to push yourself? Do you have the mental capacity to keep out? Do you have the mental capacity to form new alliances, not only with yourself but with many other people? Because here's the thing, even though sometimes we do want to do things on our own, to reach the optimal, success that we do want to reach, you're gonna need other people. Let's face it, we cannot, absolutely not, even if you're introvert, even if you a person that likes to be by yourself, if you want to pursue business, if you want to pursue study, if you want to pursue your studies, if you want to pursue, a career, if you want to pursue a whole host of things out there, that you want to be on the most optimal level of your life, you're going to have to make use of alliances. You're going to have to make use of leverage, because sometimes it can get a little bit tricky and very challenging for you to not kind of, build on the most optimal level that you possibly can. Because at the end of the day, doing things alone, I'm not gonna lie to you, it is freaking challenging. It is extremely challenging, because now at the end of the day, you you're gonna make use of yourself 100% of the time, and that is draining. Even though it's first you're gonna have to do it, but it's always best to just go with the idea that you want to do, and as you go with the idea, along the way form alliances, build friendships, friend circles, form partnerships. If you want to if you want to venture into business, we have a business partner as well. There's nothing wrong with it. It can only make a person stronger, because at the end of the day, the way in how long the road is to success, because let's face it, there's no road to success that is super quick. There's no road to success that is like this fast elevation, then you get yourself there. It is always a tedious, monotonous, continual, each and every day thing. And at the end of the day, you're going to have to make sure that you meet your daily requirements each and every day. It can get a bit tiring. It can get a bit, it can get a bit, monotonous. But you're going to have to keep out. That is the thing. We can't get weak. We must move. So guys, the title of the video is How Deep Does the Rabbit Hole Go? We can look at this from a steering point for oneself and for what is out there. You understand? I'm going to start with what is out there. For example, let's say, for example, you want to pursue your study in whatever field you want to go into. Medical, pharmaceutics, business, engineering, nursing, a whole host. This too much. If you want to go in that, pursue family, a whole lot of other things. If you want to venture into something, doesn't matter what it is. If you want to go for something, if you set your mind on something, if you wanna achieve the great idea that you have in your mind, you're gonna have to venture into how deep this rabbit hole is gonna take you. A famous saying by this movie, a quote in a movie that we all know, a very very famous movie that we all know. The name of the movie is The Matrix. I'm sure a lot of people know about the movie. So Morpheus standing and conversing back and forth with Neo, conversing back and forth with Neo. So Neo, so he's conversing back and forth with Neo as far as, is he gonna take the blue pill or is he gonna take the red pill? Neo is conversing back and forth with himself in his own mind, kinda wanna see, what is this all about? What is the blue pill about? What is the red pill about? All that Morpheus can actually tell this man is, you have to choose one. The blue pill represents A, B, and C. The red pill represents A, B, and C. Now, Neo have to make a choice in his own mind as far as what pill he's gonna take, what's gonna make him happy, and what's gonna challenge him. Now, Morpheus have said this famous line: you have to choose one, and you're gonna have to understand and see how far and deep the rabbit hole goes. Hence, that is the title of the video. So guys, at the end of the day, whatever you want to achieve, whatever you want to pursue in life, you're probably gonna have to see physically, not in a physical sense like like the animal rabbit hole and how deep it goes, but let's say in a in a metaphorical sense, you're probably gonna see how far the rabbit hole goes for yourself, as far as how far you can push yourself, how far you can push the envelope, how far you can push your limit, how far you can push your endurance. Because without that type of mindset, it's probably gonna be very like extremely difficult for you to reach the end goal, and that is not what you want. So once you start entering the rabbit hole, I think because it's not like a rabbit hole is not a straightforward thing. It goes like straight, left, up, down, left, right, whatever the case may be. And I think that there's like there's a deeper meaning and there's a deep reason for this whole, you know, variation of patterns within this rabbit hole. I think a rabbit hole and the idea of that for rabbits building their caves like that is basically for the mere fact of survival. They've constructed the whole holes for the mere fact that they want to make it difficult for the enemy to get to them as fast as they building this rabbit hole. So at the end of the day, the rabbit knows exactly how the rabbit hole goes and how deep it is at the end of this whole journey. But he's definitely not gonna make it easy for his enemies and life to consume him. So that I think that same ideology applies to us as human beings as well. You must build, you must build, and you must build as far as you possibly can. As far as you possibly can. And do not make it like a straightforward thing, because I mean anyone can just come in and just follow after you probably faster than you can. Make the hole as intricate as you possibly can for the enemy not to quickly, get to you, or not to precisely get to the ideas that you have, you know. So that is the rabbit hole, um, that is the rabbit hole story with in that light. So guys, if you ever like want to pursue something, as I've said, try to keep at it as far as and as vigorously as you possibly can, because let's face it, at the end it will definitely benefit you. At the end it will make you happy, even though the journey itself, even though the, the, the path that you've walked was so extremely difficult that you probably wanted to give up halfway, quarter way through. But the mere fact that you kept at it, the mere fact that you kept yourself accountable, the mere fact that you push yourself through, you know, is a whole testimony for other people, because the, whatever story you is whatever story you writing is not for yourself. That's another belief I have. If you have a story that you're writing, it's not for yourself. It's for people that probably want to follow the exact same path, or the path that is close or similar as to your story. So your story just gonna form as a motivational platform for the people that's coming after you. You setting the path, you setting the standard, and you setting the pace. So as far as all these things that you need to do, if you have something in your mind, if you wanna be the best student in 2025, leading up to 2026 and 2027, do not even hesitate to go through it. It's gonna benefit you. Your story is gonna be a testimony for other people who wanna follow the same thing. If you wanna venture into being the best employee, if you wanna follow through, like having the best career of your life, follow through, because at the end of the day, it can only be beneficial for the people that come after you. So guys, another ideology that I need to share with regard to the rabbit hole concept, you know. So another concept that's very like intriguing and dope is the fact that How deep does your mind go as far as thinking about plans that you have for yourself? Is it the plans that you have for yourself, is it shallow? I- Is it narrow-minded? Does it make sense? Is it too delusional? Let's face it, at the end of the day, if you do actually want to achieve something, it's probably going to have to be the contrary of what I just mentioned. So you can't be chilling. You can't be doing nothing at all. You need to start taking yourself extremely serious, because, for example, if you see somebody else that have put the work in and that's now successful, at the end of the day, probably the same age as you, probably started this very same time that you started, and you have failed yourself and you have failed your journey, and the other person have succeeded through the trials, tribulations, whatever the case may be, and now you have this envy and jealousy towards that is complete and utterly stupidity. You can't have resentment for others. You can't have resentment for yourself, even though you feel it. You can't be jealous towards them, because at the end of the day, you chose your own destiny. You chose your own journey, and you decided to do absolutely fucking nothing. So let's face it, think about it. How deep does a rabbit hole go in your own mind? Are you willing to pull it all the way? Are you willing to sit late night on a 11 o'clock, 5 past 11 p.m.? Are you willing to sit and make videos with zero viewers at all? Are you willing? Are you willing to time? Are you willing to put the time in? Are you willing to see how deep the rabbit hole goes in your own mind, as far as, even if I do video after video and go through this whole YouTube journey, and even if I acquire one live viewer, I'll do it. That is a journey for me at this particular point in time. I want to see how deep the rabbit hole goes in my own mind. I mean, for me, it is a beautiful thing to see how far people can push themselves, even though it feels in the moment like a thousand failure, like a thousand failures. It's beautiful how you can see, for me to understand how people can keep out something even though the message is so fucking unclear at the particular point in time, but they're keeping at it. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing to see how people can push themselves above and beyond limits that you can't even explain. Guys, it's a beautiful, for me, it's like a beautiful journey. It's a beautiful thing to speak about these concepts. Like I said, I'm always gonna bring these concepts, and I hope I meet, like I said, I hope I meet like-minded individuals as myself, where we can converse back and forth, and you guys can actually advise me on if this type of content uh, is useful to people. Maybe I can switch up, or I can just alter or amend some of this content idea and my approach, as far as what type of audience I need to kind of engage with, and need to alter and amend some of this content ideas, and kind of make it, favorable for the viewer as well. So if you do ever land on this page, if you do ever land on this channel as well, feel free to throw a comment down in the commentary section below, and also do subscribe to this channel, and also, guys, do like to get the engagement up, but as far as that, I will do this type of streaming each and every day to get to the end goal. It's gonna be tough. it's gonna be uh, it's gonna be tough, but I'm all for that, you know. I'm all for that to see where this whole thing takes me. Guys, I'm gonna see you next time, which is tomorrow, and you guys must have a lovely journey. Adios.